Good morning, students. Today we will continue our lecture on aldehyde and ketone. This is the lecture number 2 presented by me, Vanid Khatak, your chemistry teacher. So let's begin. So, dear students, today's topic is nucleophilic attack on carbonyl compounds. So, at first we have to know what is nucleophile. Okay, here it is written as nucleophilic attack. So, first of all, we should know what is nucleophile. Okay, so nucleophile is basically, phile means lover, phile means lover, nucleophile nucleo means nucleus. Okay, nucleo means nucleus. So in the nucleus there is proton and neutron, so the charge is positive, as proton is positive but neutron is neutral, so the charge of nucleus will be positive. So nucleophile means positive lover. So what is nucleophile? Phile means lover, phile means lover. Okay, so phile means lover. Okay, and nucleo means nucleus. So what is the charge of nucleus? Positive. So nucleophile means positive lover. So what we can easily say, nucleophile means positive lover. Okay. So any nucleophile that should be a positive lover, that itself will be a negative, or having a lone pair, so nucleophile should be negatively charged or having a lone pair, and that is positive lover. So nucleophile is basically a negative anionic species or any species with a lone pair, and that is a positive lover. So nucleophile basically a positive lover anionic species. Okay, so let's move to the next topic, that is nucleophilic attack on carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl means C double bond O. This group is being called as carbonyl functional group. Okay, so C double bond O, that is a keto group, is also can be called as keto group. This keto group can also be called as carbonyl functional group. And any compound having this group, this carbonyl group or keto group in it, is called the carbonyl compound. So any compound having a C double bond O as a functional group in it will be called as carbonyl compounds. In case of aldehyde and ketone, aldehyde, here the formula is RC double bond OH. So here, and in case of ketone, that is RC double bond OR. In both of the aldehyde and ketone, in case of aldehyde and ketone, in both of them one thing is common. Here the C double bond O, that is keto group or the carbonyl functional group, is being present. As in both of them, both aldehyde and ketone, this carbonyl functional group or keto functional group is present. This keto functional group is being present. So these compounds, aldehyde and ketone, are being called as carbonyl compounds. These are being called as carbonyl compounds. Okay, so aldehyde and ketone both having the keto group in it, so they are called as carbonyl compounds. Okay, so let's go to the mechanism of the nucleophilic attack. So first we have to know the positions of positive and negative electron or electron density in a carbonyl compound. What happens in C double bond O, that is in keto group, oxygen having the electronegativity of 3.3 or 3.4 and carbon having 2.5. So there is a subsequent amount of electronegative difference will be there. As oxygen is more electronegative, so it will be having del minus charge and carbon will having a del positive charge. Okay, so here the negative charge is on the oxygen, because oxygen is a more electronegative element, and carbon having del positive charge because it is having less electronegative. Okay, it is being a less electronegative element. Okay, so here we can easily say that like that, the oxygen del minus and carbon del plus. When a nucleophile, suppose this is a nucleophile, nucleophile is an anionic species or any species with a lone pair. Okay, so in a nucleophile which is a positive lover, nucleophile means positive lover. So any positive lover, that is any nucleophile, will attack on what? It can attack on oxygen or it can attack on carbon. But nucleophile being a negative, it will not attack to negative oxygen, that is the more electron density site. Okay, so here oxygen has more electron density. Okay, so it is a negatively charged particle. Okay, similarly nucleophile also having a negatively charged. So here nucleophile will not attack the same charged particle, same charged site. So nucleophile will attack on the carbon side because it is positive. Nucleophile, as it is a negative anionic species, so it will attack on a positive site. So the positive side is carbon side. Okay, so what will it will attack on this carbon, and as it attack on the carbon, so there will be a bond between carbon and nucleophile. So carbon already having these two bonds, there is two bond, and there is one, and there is one. So there are carbon already having 4 bonds. If carbon is making a bond with nucleophile, then carbon will be making a 5 bond. It is impossible. Carbon cannot make 5 bonds. Okay, or 5 single bonds. So what happen? This double bond will be get baked, and their minus charge, this lone pair of this bond will be, this bonding electron pairs will be shifted towards the oxygen. These bonding electron pairs of this double bond will be shifted towards the oxygen. So what happens? So here C, sorry, let me assume that thing, C single bond O, and this double bond that, or this double, there is double bond, this double bond is not here right now because of 5 bonds. So this bonding electrons will be towards the oxygen atom, and here a single bond will be there that consists of nucleophile. Okay, so this kind of mechanism will go off when a nucleophile will attack on a carbonyl compound. Okay, and after giving a hydration, that is after reacting to H plus or any H2O, it will give COH or nucleophile. This O minus will be protonated and it will form OH and alcohol. Okay, so let's give some example to be more clear about this mechanism as well. Okay, suppose chlorine Cl minus is being reacted with aldehyde. Suppose RCHO, that is aldehyde, is being reacted with Cl minus. Cl minus will attack to the carbonyl carbon, and here the double bond will be baked, and the lone bonding electron pair will shift to the oxygen, and it will form RC single bond O minus H and Cl. Okay, so after protonation it will form RCOH HCl. So this type of cyanohydrin it will form. Okay, so this is the mechanism of nucleophilic attack on carbonyl compound. Let's get another example. Okay, suppose ammonia, that is ammonia having, in ammonia nitrogen having a lone pair. So if ammonia is attacking an ketone RC double bond OR, here ammonia can attack the carbonyl carbon by the donation of lone pair of nitrogen. So what will happen? This double bond will be baked and oxygen will move towards the the bonding electron pairs will move to the oxygen. So what will it form? RC single bond O minus, my negative R single bond O minus, and R, and here will be a single bond that containing NH3 plus. Okay, as nitrogen can only form 3 hydrogens in 3 bonds, but here nitrogen is being formed 4 bonds. So that is why one hydrogen will be go here. So one protonation and deprotonation will occur. H plus, here this H plus will occur here, and minus H plus, that is this minus H plus will go here. These two sides will be, one will be protonated, one will be deprotonated. Oxygen will be protonated and nitrogen will be deprotonated, and it will form R C O H NH2 R. So it will kind of form a acid amide. Okay. So this is the mechanism of nucleophilic attack on carbonyl compounds. I hope you have understood this part very well. If you get any kind of doubt, please ask me, and you can ask your doubts in the doubt section in the comment section below. So that's it for now. Thank you very much.